Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Everybody come in and hang out for a little bit while we wait for more people. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. It's going to be a fantastic stream. Oh, shit. Oh, whoa. Everybody's jumping in. Hey, what's going on, guys? E.T., David, Takering, Floor Slug, Trick, Farm Tech, everybody. Holy shit. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. You beautiful human beings. It's lovely to see your faces, even though I can't see any of your damn faces. Oh, why is my shit all the way over here? Hold on. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting there. Broken PS5. 135 shipped is solid. What's wrong with it? Wait, what did they advertising the problem was? 135 is a great fucking price. You know, that's probably for the best, Trick. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to become erect on stream. So, I mean, yeah. We balance it out. You know what I mean? Oh. Gonna reload some Q-tips here. I'm sure you guys can see that there is currently something on my desk. Chlor Slug, welcome. Oh, welcome twice on Twitch and YouTube. What a guy. Showing the big support. Oh, it's going to be a fantastic day. I hope everybody's had a wonderful weekend. I have been cooking my ass off all goddamn day. We broke in the new smoker today. Smoked up a nice rack of ribs. Some things came out beautifully. So I am fueled and ready for this repair stream. Hopefully we can actually fix some shit. No power. Well, if that isn't the most generic of fucking answers. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Now, when you say doing magic, like, are you talking about, like, David Blaine, rabbit out of a hat type shit, or were you at, like, a Magic the Gathering convention? Both of them are completely acceptable. One of them is far cooler than the other. Yes, I'm better than David Blaine. All right, there we go. Much cooler. Much cooler. If we were going to sit here talking about tapped mana, I was going to have to give you a timeout, sir. Oh, that's dope. Hell yeah, dude. Yes. The cord's getting all wrapped up in shit. Okay, here we go. I have to clean this fucking office tomorrow. It is a disaster in here. You guys can see this mess. There is so much more behind me. All right, just a couple more minutes. Everybody come in, get comfy. It's going to be a great day. No beeps, no lights. Okay. I mean, power supply or 12 volts short. Although, yeah, it could be a lightning strike. Lightning strike Southbridge will have that same problem. Won't give you any beeps. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it's just a power supply. That'd be fantastic. Hopefully it's not an eBay special that somebody just put together out of broken parts. I haven't bought eBay consoles in so long. I really need to buy like a couple just to do on stream. You know what I mean? I gotta find a couple good ones. I had a good string of marketplace ones that came through for a good while there. I was getting them at a fantastic price, and those things have just died off, man. What's going on, John? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. We're going to get started in probably about 3 or 4 minutes here, so everybody get comfortable. I'm going to go refill my glass with some hydration. I'll be right back. Everybody talk amongst yourselves. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which is a very small list anyway, but still, it's a stream, all right? Respect. All the respect. Chris, what's going on, my guy? I'll be right back. Oh, I need my telephonic device because my lights are off. I can't see shit. All right, hydration acquired. All right. Where are we at? About 2 more minutes. Gonna get started in 2 minutes here. This was the end result. There we go. Get that in there. End result of the breaking in the new smoker. Look at that beautiful smoke ring on those ribs. Nice barbecue glaze on there. Oh, so good. So good. Number 9 for me. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Keep that shit rolling. That's fantastic. Hell yeah. Ribs came out real good. Very happy with it. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear, John. Good allergy days are always great days. I myself have had some kind of like post nasal drip, swollen glands type shit going on for like the last 3 days. Yeah. It still sucks. It still hurts to swallow a lot, but the stream don't stop for nothing. If I can talk, we're fucking here. Pepper jack venison. I haven't had a good venison burger in so goddamn long. I fucking love venison burgers. Hey, look, I am an overachiever, my friend. All right. Oh shit, Andy, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. You know what? Just for you, next time I'll do it. I'll do a nice slow cook on it. We'll pull the bone right out. Take like a nice 12-hour slow cook on it. It'd be fantastic, just for you. All right, where are we at? Let's get going. All right, so we have a few things to do tonight, and we're going to start off with something hopefully interesting, but also possibly not. And you'll see what I mean in a second. So here we have, surprise, surprise, yet another broken PS5. You will see there is already a UART device connected to it. By the way, for all of you that were yelling, I think it was really just one. Oh, hell yeah. Yeti would be so proud. I think it was pretty much just Ace telling me that I was doing something wrong with my UART connector. This is the old UART connector, okay? This is the one that I was trying to use, that it was being dumb and didn't want to work. This brand new UART connector that I ordered and connected worked the first time. So, fuck off. I know what I'm doing. All right, so I did already hook this up to UART. Now, you will notice that I haven't stripped it down any further than what we have right here. And the reason for that is, number one, I wanted to be able to show it on stream. And number two, because if you look really closely, I did get a new one. It works. It actually works. If you look really closely at this, you will see that this right here is lifted. There's a slight raised edge to it. You can kind of see it right on this side here. And then you can kind of see right here, it's cracked. So this is a customer console. They brought it to me because, in their words, I may have dropped it, or it may have been dropped by an angry significant other. And it was brought to me without faceplates, because in the customer's words, what was written on the faceplates would not be suitable for other people's eyes. So someone got angry and threw this PlayStation. Yeah, I'm worried it's APU, and I'll show you why in just a minute here. So first of all, just to show you guys the symptoms here. So with power, 2-second blue light of death. Already not a great start on this. But if we go ahead and hook up UART, well, actually, I still have it up, so I'll just show it. So if we look at UART here, you will see that we have APU not responding, system won't start, blue light flashes, APU not responding, power sequence error, general power failure. This right here is, in my experience, this is the fucking death knell for PS5s. What's going on, Rutgers? Good to see you, buddy. Look at that. The gang's all fucking here tonight. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So this specific error code, now, I wish I had more information, because I have a feeling these sequences right here probably give a lot more information as to what exactly the issue is, but unfortunately, I'm not that fucking smart. So, but this power sequence error right here is, in my opinion, the death of PS5s. So we are going to take a look. We're going to see if maybe some liquid metal got onto the board, snuck underneath the APU. My only concern is that the customer did mention that he played it after it was dropped. So it was working for a brief period of time after it was dropped. And then from there, it stopped working and turned into this. So I have my concerns, but we are going to try and do as best we can. I'm immediately going to the APU, just as a heads up to you guys. It may have been something like a hairline crack that got worse with heat. It could have been a cracked solder ball that got worse with heat, something along those lines. But that's where my attention is going to be focused on this almost exclusively. So that's what we're going to start off with once I get all these completely necessary screws out of here. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's something I can fix, but I'm just not confident, just based on the method of injury and the symptoms. I am not confident that this is one that we're going to fix, but if it is something fixable, I wanted to make sure we did it on stream. Almost forgot to take these Wi-Fi cables off. So really what I'm hoping to get out of this is that there's just some liquid metal that was taking its sweet time getting to something on the board that's killing it. What's going on? What's going on, Hutch? Yeah, APU reball my ass. Trust me, I wish I could, man. Like I wish I had the money to invest in the rework station and the extra desk space to put a rework station. And I'll get there eventually. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time because I want to do APU reballs. I want to be able to reflow them in the event that something like that can fix it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know of any shops in my area that have the capability of doing that. I'm one of the few that does BGA work, period, in my area. I get a lot of referred business from other shops in the area because they don't do BGA at all. So if I can add APUs to that list, that would be fantastic. But all in good time. All in good time. That's what I'm hoping, John. I'm definitely hoping that this was something where the liquid metal was already spilled and the heat kind of made it out a little bit. But I am also concerned that this could be cracked. And that's honestly where most of my concern is coming from in this particular instance. All right. So just quick visual inspection. Yeah, I mean, the board still looks even. I don't see any bend or anything like that. That was another thing I was concerned about. Because this board is screwed down like this, it doesn't have a whole lot of wiggle room when if it does take some damage like that. So I'm worried that it'll like bend or get misshapen. Oh, I know. Even the one that Toltec has, he's had that for a while. He may have picked it up secondhand, something like that. But yeah, even those machines from AliExpress right now are still in like the $150, $250 range. And as inexpensive as that is compared to the other stuff that I've already bought to make it happen, unfortunately, my expenses are significantly higher than they were when I first started. So the joys of business, but yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have the spare cash flow at this particular moment to go investing in other ventures of opportunity. And it's pretty rare that I have an APU reball, honestly. It's not something that I deal with on a regular basis. 90% of my work is HDMI ports. I'd probably say another 2 or 3% is lightning strikes, and then like cleanings and stuff like that. It's all pretty simple stuff. Very rare that I'll get the APU failure every once in a while. But the ones I do have, you guys have seen. Okay. Liquid metal seems to be okay. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a liquid metal issue, unfortunately. No, that liquid metal looks pretty damn okay. I was the kid that had the PS5 that would randomly power off. Oh shit! What's going on, dude? No, I never figured that out. Other than something to do with the main processor, the one that we're going to be looking at now. Holy shit! First of all, good to see you again, my man. I hope the other PS5's treating you well. I never figured that out. That's one of the ones that stumped me, and I still have that board lying around here somewhere. Oh, they gave me the wrong springs. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, I did order springs for that PS4 controller we worked on last week, but I just realized they sent me the wrong fucking ones. So we're not going to do that tonight. I planned on doing that tonight. Okay. Oh, TK, that's so fucking generous of you, dude. I mean, if it's something that you're getting rid of anyway, like, don't go out of your way. That's the most important thing. Don't take away from yourself just to give to me. That's the last thing that I fucking want. If it's something you're getting rid of anyway, hit me up on Discord. I'll pay you for the shipping. We'll work some stuff out. Because yes, like I said, I'd love to be able to continue moving forward with it, but one thing at a time. You're already so fucking generous. You were hugely generous with the charity donations and everything like that, man. You've done a lot for this channel as it is, and I appreciate your generosity, genuinely. But don't put yourself out. That's the bottom line is don't put yourself out. Oh, hello. Also, you guys will notice, I forgot that was there. You'll see a little friend over here. So during the week, I had a console come in that a customer purchased from, I think, either a friend of his or Marketplace, something like that. And as is a large portion of my repairs, it was roach infested. However, it was not a typical roach infestation repair where I just charge them extra money, fix the problem, kill the roaches inside, and it's good to go. This customer wanted it fully rebuilt. New chassis, new heatsink, new fan, new metal plate, the whole shebang. And luckily I had all the parts available, so we ended up doing it. I did a frame off restoration on a PS5. That's a first for me. TK, you're fucking incredible, dude. Genuinely, you are one of the nicest people I have come across in this community, and you are leaving me lost for words, and I'm not usually like that. So thank you. I will suffice it to say thank you. And oh shit, Boss Gans, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate you, my guy. And TK, I'll find you on Discord and reach out so we can arrange shipping. I'll make sure I cover the shipping for you. We'll work it out, my guy. But thank you, genuinely, thank you. All right, now I really want to fix this. All right, fucking, let's see if we can fix it. All right, so, oh god damn it, I also need to get a power cord for this goddamn microscope because it is very unhappy. All right. So first things first, I want to check the liquid metal on this. So we're going to take the liquid metal off, and we're going to check for cracks. That, when it comes to drops like this, that is always the first place I'm checking. So let's grab ourselves a Q-tip. And some alcohol. Let's clean off this liquid metal. Oh, there ain't much liquid metal on here. Maybe some did get underneath. Because there ain't much. No, maybe that's about right. Okay. Well, let's have a look at these corners. Corners are where, Yep. Immediately. Sure enough. Need go no further. Yeah, you know what? That could be liquid metal. Maybe there's a little bit of liquid metal that I'm not seeing. That it's making it look like it's cracked. Maybe that's the case. That is not the case. Nope. That is what we call game over, my friends. See, even if I had, it is a 033, my friend, 033. See, even if I had this lovely rework station that I'm going to contact TK about and make sure that he is paid for, that it would not help on this console. That is game over, my friends. We need not go a second further. Is there a secondary crack over there? Does that look like a secondary crack? Or is that just separate? Hang on, let me turn this around real quick. Is that a secondary crack? Did I get a double crack? Crack squared? Car body filler, yeah, just Bondo that shit. What's going on, Yeti? Good to see you, buddy. You've arrived just in time for my first cracked APU of the day. No, I don't think that's secondary crack. I think that's just, oh, maybe. Yeah, that could be. It sure could be. It's hard to tell. But yeah, that could be a secondary crack for sure. But doesn't matter. I just thought it was interesting because that's our problem right there. She is dead in the water. That is unfortunate. All right, let me take a picture real quick for my customer so he knows why it is dead. Let me clear off that damn fuzz. God damn it, go away. You're fucking up my picture. Put some steam on it. It's already dead, Dave. Why would I kick it when it's already dead? All right, hang on. Bear with me. Gotta send this to the customer. Give him the bad news. Throw it on the new smoker. You goddamn right. No. No, I'm gonna let the customer know and see what he wants to do about it. Just texting the customer. Texting the customer real quick. Bear with me. Latest Costco treat? Oh shit, hold on. All right. Customer has been informed. Let's put. I'm glad we looked first and didn't waste a whole bunch of time on that. I'd have been upset if we were doing board checks and other shit, and all of a sudden it was that. So, the joys of experience. All right. Well, let's move the liquid metal at least back onto the thing. I'm not even going to bother spreading it because this board is dead. It's time to put it out to pasture and send it off into the yonder now. All right, I am going to put it. I'm going to screw the board back into the chassis, and then just put it aside, and we'll move on to the next one because I have a couple of other consoles to work on. Yeah, well, it's not even just the APU screws on this one. This is a 1200 series console, so not only do you have the APU screws, but you have those 3 screws that hold the board down onto the chassis, the lower chassis. So it really gives the board like no flexibility at all if it gets dropped or something like that. Now, granted, it's better for heat conduction and things like that. Sure, I get it, but it really takes a shit if it drops, man. Oh yeah, absolutely. It would. So I always give the customer the option of, obviously, I'll put it back together. He can come pick it up. I'm not even going to charge him a diagnostic fee, just because, I feel bad when this kind of shit happens. You know what I mean? I usually only charge a diagnostic fee if I find a problem, it's fixable, and the customer doesn't want to do the repair. That just covers my time. If it's something where I take it apart and it's just not fixable, there's nothing anyone can do about it, then I'm not going to charge a fee for that. But I will always make an offer if they want to either donate it or if they want to sell it to me. I'll keep the board and everything else for parts. All right. Well, it's a sad start, but it's not the worst start because we saved time. We saved time. We didn't waste a bunch of time chasing our tails. And we can move on to the next one. So the next one comes in this very fancy bag. And a towel. I'm not reballing it, Sean. It's too late. It's already dead. And that's not the kind of necrophilia I partake in, all right? All right. Next on the agenda is this lovely Series X. I've actually had a lot of Series X's coming in lately, which is unusual for me. I don't usually get a lot of them, but a lot of the phone calls I've had recently are Series X related, which is unusual. I actually have another one on the way right now, so I may have to stop, but not stop stream. I have to leave for a second to go pick it up. All right. So, with this lovely Xbox Series X, the symptoms I was told, I have not tested it because I like to test them on stream so we can all be surprised together. I didn't see the tree. Fuck, you're right. I did not see it. My bad. I'm looking. Hang on. Let me set this HDMI cord in and prepare you guys for the wonder. All right. Hang on. Let me see this Costco treat real quick. 1 second. Series X mail. Oh, shit. Damn. Mail-ins are always nice. I don't get enough of them. Yeah. What in the actual fuck, Yeti? What the fuck? I'm so confused. Why do you need a bucket? It's a fucking bucket, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know what to say. Fucking bucket. Oh, that got me. That got me good. I was not prepared for that. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Here we go. We're doing things. All right. So, Series X. It's plugged in. It's got power. Let's give it a shot. From Blonde, whatever his name is, I have no idea. I got this. I actually have two of these shirts. One of them I got from my sister, and the other one I got from my Dungeons and Dragons group when I was still running the campaign. I have so many shirts from the Dungeons and Dragons campaign. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-second beep on off. So let's just verify that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So we have a 5-second beep on off. Again, I have a suspicion as to what this is. So yeah, I think Dave is sharing my suspicion right now. And I don't know that it's fantastic news as to what I think it is. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking as SSD. So we're going to test this because I do have a spare Series X console. So what we're going to do is tear it down. We're going to take the SSD out of it. What's going on, Maximus? Good to see you, brother. Welcome. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it. It's lovely to see your face, even though I can't see your beautiful face. So we're going to take this apart. We're going to take it down to the SSD. We're going to pop the SSD out. I'm going to take the SSD from my spare console and plug it into this console. Now, obviously, it's not going to work, but it should stay on and show an error message if nothing else, if I understand how that works. So let's get to work on that. Oh, that's true. I can just take the SSD out. Yeah, you're right about that. I forgot about that. Yep, that also makes sense. Let me lower my temperature a little bit here. I'm a little too high for where I want to be. All right, let's lower that down to about 200. Oh, you guys can't see a goddamn thing I'm doing. Try that again. All right, so I'm just coming in with some very low temperature hot air, loosen up this adhesive. Without damaging the plastic, so I'm backing it off now. Backing it off. All right, coming back in a little bit. Backing it off. And we're clear. Okay. Bought a customer's console, fixed it, and sold it back to them in 3 hours. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Maximus. I'm very happy to entertain and educate, because this is where I learned everything about this business. It was people like the Coder, it was people like Tronics Fix, Nanotech, Andy. Watching those guys do it gave me the passion to do it, and my attention deficit hyperactivity disorder gave me the patience and complete stubbornness to learn how to do it properly. So here we go. All right. Well, of course, Rusty Rust is the best, but I didn't discover Rusty Rust was the best until I was already involved in this, and now I just go over there because Rusty Rust is the fucking best. That's because you stream at the worst fucking hours for me, all right? You stream on Alaska time. I am in Florida time. I am half dead cuddling my cat by the time you're fucking streaming. It's too late, all right? Gotta clear up some space here. I go crying. Yeah, I love you. I'm so sorry that our time differences prevent us from having a loving and caring relationship. Oh. All right. Come off. So we're going to finish taking out these screws. For anybody who might be watching that's learning, I think I'm using a T9 right now. Let me just double check. Yes, T9 Torx bit to take out all these screws. A T9 will pretty much do everything on this console. I think with maybe the exception of the APU screws. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking about the Series S. Yeah, a T9 should do everything on this console. Yeah, it's real nice, Yeti. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, customer. Bear with me. Excuse me. Okay, back to business. T8 I know will work. My T8 is worn to shit because I've worked on so many PS5s that it's just worn my T8 bit to fucking hell. I need to order a new kit, honestly. I've lost a bunch of parts. You can see in the back here, I've just got bits from random fucking consoles that I've worked on that I never put back properly because ADHD is a fucking mistake. All right. What's going on, Swarm Tech? There's a bear with me? Maybe. Fucking possible. All right. All right. Let's pop our little cable here. Go. And then with these Nexus cables, again, this is for people who are learning. I understand we have a lot of old timers in here, but for anyone learning, this Nexus cable is the power cable. There is a small safety latch, security lock, a lock release, whatever you want to call it. There's a small little metal piece on top of this connector here. You have to press down on that metal piece to remove this ribbon cable. Otherwise, you will tear the ribbon cable and you will be very unhappy. All right, a little bit of wiggle. And there we go. Exactly. And again, 10 millimeters, I have fucking 20 of them. I never go without a 10 millimeter. But T8 Torx bit? Nah. All right. All right, so like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to tear this down. Love a little wiggle. Yacky yam, you damn right. How many PS5 APU boards do you now have in the... Oh, God. It's just, like, all of them. Any donor board that I have is an APU fault. So all of the donor boards back there for PS5s are all APU faults. So again, we're just going to tear this down. So the Series X has the sandwich board style. Again, this is for a no. This is set in a No Child Left Behind type fashion. But we're going to tear this board down. We're going to take the southboard bridge off, which is the top layer of the sandwich, and then we're going to get down to the underside where the HDMI port is and the SSD is, and we're going to take the SSD out. We're going to put the board back together and attempt to plug it in and see if the symptoms persist. I know it's taking forever, all right? I fucking know. All right. But we are going to take this off the fast way, so it'll speed it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. All right. Oh, almost forgot one. Slothy boy, where? Where is Slothy boy's message? How did I miss that? Oh shit. Okay. Stop and drive. Sloth, you're the fucking man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for stopping by, just dropping that thumbs up. You're a fucking legend, and I appreciate your existence. Oh, almost forgot another screw. All right, there we go. So we have the one board. All right. The customer did mention that this is the console. He's had it for about 5 years. So all the more reason to indicate probably SSD related. How did I miss his? Oh, it didn't show up on screen. That's why I always watch the. I have a projection on my screen. I don't watch the shit up here. So sometimes your messages don't show up. I'm not ignoring you. I love you all individually for your own special reasons. But yeah, I don't see all the messages. So don't feel ignored. All right. So we're going to pop this ribbon cable that I despise so much. We're going to pop that off there. We're going to pop our 12 volt connector. Right there. And we're just going to lift. We're going to lift. There we go. We're lifting. All right. And best part about this, because I'm not doing a fucking HDMI job, I don't have to take this goddamn screen off. Nope, no plate. Oh no, I've gotten fucking putty all over my hands. God damn it. Ah, I hate this fucking putty. I hate it. Oh, good. Hell yeah. Oh, I mean, I have the plate for the SSD, but I don't have to take this plate off. Don't fuck with me, Dave. Don't break my heart right now. No, I don't. Yeah, I was about to say, don't fuck with me. All right. Now, take the ribbon cable out again. Let's give me some more space to work with. Oh, yeah. So You can actually tell just in the quality of where this the thermal putty is that this thing has gotten hot, and I mean hot, hot. Also, you can see the clogged heatsink. That's also a good indicator. But this thing is 100% gotten warm. This thermal putty right here, it's like bone dry. So I would not be surprised if the SSD is just roasted at this point. What's going on, Porter? Welcome in, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream of Unfixable Consoles, starring ya boy. All right, so we're going to pop this plate off. This plate is easier to get off than the other one. There we go. Yeah, that's gotten super hot. So it's hard to tell. Fired my reward system today. Honestly, Yeti, that's the way to do it, my guy. That is the way to do it. So, for those of you that don't know, this is not my primary source of income. I do have a normal 9 to 5 where I sell car parts, help with installations, that kind of stuff. And I'm first and foremost a car guy. This is very much a side project for me. But we ended up doing the same thing that you're talking about, where we built our own in-house intranet to manage inventory, all that kind of stuff. It's so much better and so much worth it if you can do it. So let's have a look at this SSD. If my fucking microscope would decide to fucking work. Piece of shit. I'm just kidding. I love you. Please don't die on me. Okay. So yeah, you can see where, like, the thermal putty, obviously around here. Normally when I see these, it is fully caked. But this main chip right here and this chip right here, you can kind of see that it has gotten super warm. Super warm. And even a little bit on this this IC right here. And maybe even right here too. I can't tell if that's just oil from the thermal paste or whatever the case may be. Now I know this is this black stuff here is like epoxy. So that's nothing. But it's definitely been warm down here. That's for sure. All right. Enough of my jibber jabber. Let's pop this SSD out. Oh, hell yeah. Look, any basis encoding at this point is definitely great, whether it's fucking, even if it's just, Java or HTML where you started. But yeah, C++, Python, any of that kind of stuff, fucking, you're in the money at this point. Well, until, AI takes over it. But all right. So the SSD has been removed. So now what we're going to do is just put it back together enough to test. No, this was not previously worked on. The warranty sticker was fully in place on this. I actually had my concerns about that as well, and I'll show you why. I thought maybe somebody had been in here before. Actually, the more that I think about it, maybe they did. Because, number one, where is it? Yeah, this plate right here has been fucked with. Right here, it's pushed off to the side. It's like somebody's been in there. Oh, you know what? Maybe somebody has been in here. I honestly, I didn't ask. Sorry, just a second. All right, just texted the customer to get some more information on that. All right, so now without an SSD, let's see if our issue persists with the same. It's still not gonna work, but the symptoms should be different. I don't know if it's staring or starring. First of all, good to see you, brother. Welcome to the stream. Yes, you can. It is always dangerous when you're working with BIOS. That you have to be careful. But if you're familiar with it and you're comfortable working with it, then yes, you can reflash a PC BIOS using that board. Just to make sure we're talking about the same one, you're talking about this, right? Oh, sorry, 1 second, guys. Hey, bud, you outside?
Yeah, I don't know why my technical thing going through.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right there. All right, no problem. All right, just a moment. Be right back. What did I say? It's been the week of Series X's. Okay, back to it. All right, what did I miss? Let's see. Little Star. Okay, so yeah, Little Star, and you can reflash a PC BIOS using that. Most PCs all have a reflash button on them nowadays, so where you don't have to worry about that. Okay, here we go. Reconnect our 12 volts. Go. All right. Oh, grab my spare power button. I have spare everything at this particular moment for this console. Oh, I think that customer got back to me if it's been worked on previously. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, cool. The customer is actually watching the stream right now. And no, it has not been worked on. So fantastic. All right, so let's see if our symptoms change. So let me turn this away for a second so we can see the actual light. So what should happen, if I remember correctly, is with the SSD out, if the SSD is the problem, it's going to turn on. I'm sorry. Yeah, of course. No worries, brother. Always happy to pass along information. I can't remember if I'm thinking of the 1X versus the Series X, but with the SSD removed on this, I think it should turn on and stay on for like 30 seconds, something like that. It's either that or this one is a quick 2-second on off. I don't remember which one it is, but the symptoms shouldn't be the same. So we should see a difference one way or the other. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's not the power button. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. It's still. Oh, you guys can't see it. Sorry. It's still on. Sorry. Photosensitivity warning. Flashing light. My bad. Don't want anybody having a seizure. But it is still on. So it is indeed the fault of the SSD. Sorry. My bad. Okay. I'm going to shut it down. Turn off. There we go. Okay. So now we know for sure it is an SSD fault. The question is, do I have cloning software? That is the question. No, I don't even have Crystal Disk. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's on my old PC. That's why. Fuck, no, I do not have cloning software on this PC. I'm going to have to find one. Okay, so we're gonna pop. I do have a SSD reader, and it is also a cloner, but I don't know how well it clones. I haven't had to do it, but I do have one. Give me just a second. Let me dig through my fucking rummage pile here. Where are all of my cords? Oh, there we go. I got one. I had to charge my grinding pen. It was dying on me. All right, so we're gonna plug in our SSD into source. Oh, let me actually let you guys see what I'm doing. Oh, nope, not that. Well, I guess you'll just have to deal with it. This is what I'm looking at. I'm not crystal disk. We're gonna turn this on. All right. Nope, not that. Nope, it's pulling up all the stuff on this file. Well, it seems like it's okay, but it is obviously not okay because it pulled up every file that was available for it. All right, let's rescan real quick. All right, so here we have. Oh, yeah, okay. So it is showing as good. The drive itself is showing as good, which honestly makes me somewhat concerned because if it's showing as good and it's not working, that usually means it's corrupted software. What's going on, TFN? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, don't worry, David. I'm not. I barely pay attention. It's fine. But so the power on hours, number one, is almost 14,000. So if you can read that, it's basically over a year and a half of power on hours, which is pretty hefty for an SSD like this. But number two, the fact that it's showing as good and there's no failures on any of this right here makes me worried that the partition that I need is corrupted. And I don't want to risk the only good SSD I have wiping it on this console that I have right now that I still need to get a power supply for to try and fix if it's corrupted software. Yeah, no, exactly. And that's where I'm at as well, TFN. Is the drive itself is fine. I'm worried about the security partition. That's where my concern is right now. Because if that security partition is screwed, I only have one good SSD and it's still married to the console that I have it in. I don't want to wipe it if I have a bad partition. You know what I mean? I'm weighing benefit and risk. What controller is on that SSD? It is SanDisk. All right, let's get off of this real quick. Okay. Okay. Well, that makes sense. All right. Woo, yeah, that is hot. That is really hot. So, yeah, probably a controller failure if I had to guess. But again, I'm still worried about the actual software because if that partition's corrupt, and I don't even, I need to get a software real quick. So, everyone flood me with ideas and positive thoughts while I find software that will allow me to copy just that partition. Who that was? Groovy Vibrations with the subscription over on YouTube. Thank you so much for the Groovy Vibrations from Groovy Vibrations. You are legendary. I appreciate you. Okay, I think I found one. I don't know about Hasleo. Hasleo is making me concerned. There it is. Yeti dropping the big heat. All right. I'm just downloading software. Bear with me. Hopefully, I don't get viruses. Check if there's a firmware update. Yeah, I suppose. Oh, SanDisk firmware updater. Yeah, maybe. All right, let's take a look while I'm doing this. All right. Just putting on the security partition on the Xbox SSD. Well, it's already fucked, so it's. I mean, it's not going to get much worse. Nope. Finish. Launch. Okay. All right. Sorry, just a moment. Still working stuff. Still working stuff. Don't mind me. The vibes were fucking immaculate, Yeti. Immaculate. Retro. Okay, yeah, I think we are dead in the water, unfortunately. And I will show you why. In just a second. Hang on. Yep. Okay. So we are dead. Dead in the water. Okay. So here is why we are dead in the water. Yeah, no, and so we are dead in the water, and I will show you why. Where the fuck is my shit? Nope. Nope. All right, hang on. I'm on the wrong one. Give me a second. Okay, so this is the software that I was going to use for cloning the partition. You will see if I try to click on this partition. Well, I got to close it and try to open it again. Hang on, that didn't want to work. But anyway, so this is the SanDisk the updater as far as that goes. You will see right here, volume E, which is the 1 gigabyte file that holds the security key. You will see it is empty. There is no security key. So that's not good. And then if we pull this back up, let's see if it does it again. And you can see right here, backup partition table damaged. Well, I'm having the same thing on yeah, so I believe we are dead in the water if as far as the SSD on this one goes, which is unfortunate because Microsoft just wants to sell you bricks apparently. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's sad news. It is what I feared, and I thought it might be the case, but I figured it was worth a shot at the very least to, hope and pray it wasn't. Well, I just turned the drive off, so hang on. Yeah, firmware is up to date. Sorry, you guys can't see it. My bad. Let me pop over. Yeah, firmware is up to date. Nope. No bueno. All right. Yes, and that thing is so hot. It is very, very hot. Yeah, exactly right, Tiafa. Unfortunately, she is dead. All right. I know the customer said he was watching. I sent him a text anyway just to keep him updated. AI viewers, Streamboo, I sincerely hope that when you go to unzip your pants and take the worst piss of your life because you have kidney stones, that the zipper gets caught in each one of your pubic hairs individually, and when you zip it back up, you have a something about Mary Frankenbean situation. All right. Well, let's put her back together because I need room. All right, we are up to two unfixable consoles. Come on. Why are you being so difficult? I really snugged the hell out of this one. There we go. Jesus Christ, that thing did not want to come up. What's going on, Dan? Good to see you, brother. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods. You have missed the second of two unfixable consoles. So you missed a whole lot of me not being able to do anything. But I do have higher hopes for this one. Well, this next one, anyway. Not this one. The one I'm working on now is dead. Okay. Actually, it's a dead SSD, Dan. Unfortunately, fully dead. That's actually a good question. The customer was just asking me, and I'm not 100% sure. So hopefully, somebody here who's way smarter than me would have a better idea. Even though the security key is shot, am I able to like back up the save data from that SSD? Will it still work if, say, I put it onto a USB drive or something like that, and he puts it into a new Xbox? I'm not 100% sure. I've never done that on a Series X before. My thinking is, because it won't have the security key from this console, I don't know if it'll work. But if it's just raw save data, then .80-pin connector. What 80-pin connector are you talking about? You talking about for the front USB board? Here, actually, I'm gonna find that out before I put this thing back together. Where's my mouse? Oh, I lost my mouse. Okay, here we go. Yeah, no. Nope. The answer is no if you did not answer it. What's going on, Ace? The 80-pin ribbon cable. Reply to you on Discord finally. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. I have a cloner. That's not the problem. The problem is that when I checked two different, I checked the SanDisk software, and then I have a disk cloner on my PC that I was going to clone just that partition, but the partition is showing that the partition is damaged, so it can't be cloned. That's the problem. And to answer the question, I just looked it up on. I was doing some research on it, and the data for the save file is also encrypted. So your save data on these is also encrypted, meaning that you can't pull it onto your PC and save it somewhere and boot it to a USB drive. So in case you were wondering, that's not a thing. No, I didn't try to clone it. The second I saw that my cloning software showed that the partition was damaged, that's it. That's no mas. I have one good SSD from a working Xbox Series X that's still married to the console I have it in, and I'm going to try to fix it. So I would have done it if the partition showed that it was okay, but the partition is not okay. They really are, man. They are a huge fucking pain. And it sucks because, this customer has 5 years of saved data and memories with this thing. And fucking now it's just a brick. There's nothing you can fucking do about it. You know what I mean? It's just such horseshit. All right, I do have to put it back together, so you guys are going to have to suffer through that. Because I need space for this next Xbox. First console was a PS5 that had a cracked APU. I am batting a whopping 0 right now. But again, I have high hopes for the next one because the next one is one that I already fixed. It had a power supply issue, but now it's back with a different issue after that power supply replacement. So we're going to see what we can do. It always sucks having to give the bad news, man. Like, I want to be able to fix everything. Of course, the most important thing to me is getting the console fixed and getting them back to the customers so they can keep gaming. Like, that's, I've been a gamer my whole fucking life. There's nothing worse than when your console takes a shit on you, man. Like, it sucks when, the companies are just like, fuck them. And that's basically where we're at right now with Microsoft. And all of them. I mean, to be fair, yes, I am biased towards PlayStation because I've always been a PlayStation guy, but yeah, they're right on their way to it as well. That's the death knell, my friend. Anytime you have that code, it is the death knell. There is something wrong with that fucking board. APU may be flawless, but it could have damaged solder balls. On a 010 board, if you're looking down at the APU and if you're looking down at the APU and the south bridge is to your left, on the lines coming from the middle of the APU, there are 2 open vias that you can check in. It's either ohms mode or diode mode, one of the two. And if that reading is way lower than it's supposed to be, I'm blanking on it right now. I'm actually fucking remembering a Toltec stream where he found this. But those 2 vias can tell you if there's something wrong with the APU, even if it's not cracked, anything like that. I'll have to. I'll see if I can find the Toltec video. It's going to be a bit before I get to it. I'm just going to be 100% because I still have 2 consoles that I have to do, and at least one of them is only an HDMI port. But yeah, it was definitely on a Toltec stream where he was showing the readings on those 2 vias. I have a board line around somewhere. Hang on. Here we go. I can show you real quick. So forgive the state of this board. It's one of my first donor boards, and I still use it for parts. So forgive how this looks. God damn it. Okay, so where are we? Okay. These two vias right here, these two sets of vias. So you got your APU right here, and it's these two vias right here. Grab my multimeter real quick. Now, again, this one did have a damaged APU, so I don't know if it's going to have the correct readings or not. Sorry, just a minute. No. Okay, here we go. So I'll check diode mode first. Yeah, 0.26. That looks about right. Okay, so yeah, in diode mode, I believe those values are 3-second on off. Dead on arrival. 3-second. 3-second is unusual, but still could be APU related. But the diode readings here, I believe, are actually correct. So the 0.26 voltage drop. Yeah, so around 0.25, 0.26 voltage drop is what you should get out of those. And I think the one on Toltec stream probably had like fucking, it was 0.1 or something like. It was really low to the point where it was it showed that the APU was bad. I'll try and find the video for you. I just don't remember which one it was. All right, back to putting this thing back together. 3-second is unusual, for sure. That's not normal. Have you checked your amp draw on boot when you put 12 volts into it? What amps you're pulling? Air code says RAM isn't getting enough power. Oh, that's unusual. RAM not getting enough power. That could be the RAM controller IC, or something along that rail. I mean, I've got a cheap ass bench power supply, and it can manage it. Look at that nightmare. Hold up, coming up. Let me check out this nightmare right quick. Hold up. Hey, there he is. All right. Goddamn. Betamax. Holy shit. You're taking me way back, brother. Way back. I'm talking fucking orange VHS way back. All right, there we go. Got to put the Xbox condom on, of course. Very important. And we'll finish putting this one back together, and we'll move on to the next one. And again, just like the last one, this is obviously a situation where the console is not fixable, so I'm not going to charge the customer a diagnostic fee because it's not his fault that I can't fix the console. It's Microsoft's. I should charge Microsoft a diagnostic fee, but I think we all know how well that would go over. All right. Just about done. Bear with me. Hey, she doesn't need works. You'll set the amps for 500 milliamps is usually what I do it. So I have my bench supply set to 12 volts, 500 milliamps, and just see what happens with the amp draw if you connect 12 volts directly to the metal plug-in connector that goes into the power supply. Just direct inject 12 volts into that and see what your amp draw looks like, what kind of amperage it draws, and if it hangs, if it just stops immediately, that kind of stuff. Yeti, your nightmares are the stuff of my nightmares, and that's fucking terrifying, all right? Final touch. Go. Like a glove. All right. There we go. Added to the pile. Another unfortunate victim of Microsoft. Okay. On to the next one. Another Series X. All right, so this one, like I mentioned, is a repair that I've already done. The customer took it home. It was a power supply swap. The power supply just died on him for some reason. It happens. You never know. So we swapped the power supply on it, and it ran perfectly. I gave it back to him, and then he called me up and said, well, I'll show you rather than telling you. I'll show you. And it gives me an excuse to use this dope-ass controller that I got. It works. Or does it? I'm going to give it a second. This is not the error that he told me about, by the way, just to be clear. This is not what I was told was the problem. We're going to let it sit for a second. So while it's loading, the problem that we ran into is the customer took it home and was having problems with his Ethernet dropping on and off, and he couldn't find anytime he connected, it was very spotty internet connection. He looked online. One of the things it said to do was to factory reset it, so he factory reset it. And when he got through the first portion of the welcome screen, the sign-in screen, it wouldn't find any Wi-Fi networks, and it showed that the Ethernet connection was plugged in at all times, even though there was no Ethernet cord in it. This is a very different situation. There it is. Okay. It just took forever and a fucking day. That's all. That was a really long time. Like, this is a really long time. Do we have 2 failing SSDs? Because this is really long. Holy shit, this is long. This is unnaturally long. Okay. So, yeah, there are no wireless networks found. Okay. Oh, okay, he's in here. Awesome. So this is his console that we're working on. All right. So, yeah, clearly there's no wireless network. But I wonder if the loss of the wireless network is because of the update. I could be wrong on that. All right, first things first, let me try. Let me see if I can update it just manually through the USB. All right. Doing background stuff, guys. Bear with me. Okay. I'm going to turn it off for a second, then I'm going to boot it into safe mode once I have OSU1 on the drive. All right. Yeah, no, I know. But again, the fact that it's not showing any wireless networks is concerning. The fact that he had issues with the wireless network show or the wired network showing that it was on the entire time is concerning. So I'm going to do a USB update and see if that doesn't fix the problem. Okay. I'm going to boot this into safe mode. All right, so we are now in safe mode. Okay. I'm just waiting for OSU1 to be ready, so bear with me here. All right, actually, now that I have a second, quick restroom break. Quick restroom break. I would love to fix this with just an update. Trust me, it would make me so happy. I'm back. Oh. Yeah, you and me both, brother. You and me both. All right. All right, just got to extract the file. Okay. All right, copy file. All right, copying OSU1, bear with me. Copying OSU1 here, boss. All right, just about halfway done copying OSU1 here, boss. Welcome back indeed. Welcome back. Oh, hydration stop. Salud. This thing has USB on the back, right? Yeah, okay. All right, we are exactly halfway. Excuse me. $75% here, boss. 75%. See me. So close. So fucking close. I want to fix something tonight. I don't want this to be a total wash. I'll figure something out. I mean, no matter what, I have an HDMI port that needs to be fixed. I will figure something out tonight, goddammit. But I really want to fix this one specifically. I'm really concerned though at how long it took for that thing to load up. That was a really long time. I'm concerned about the SSD on this. If it's not dead yet, it may be on the way. But I'm not going to put that juju out there just yet. We are not going to juju on that beat. All right. It is copied. Safely eject. Where is my eject? Eject. Okay. Safe to remove. All right. Okay, here we go. Offline system update. And we begin. We're going to hang out, everybody. Oh, I don't blame you, David. Trust me, I had a rough night of sleep. Oh, trust me, I'm right there with you. I woke up at 2. I ended up going back to bed around 4:30. Got up again at 8. I've been cooking all day. I had grocery shopping today. We did again. I was smoking ribs for the better part of the day. My partner was cleaning house, and yeah, at this rate, I'm not going to be in bed until probably at least 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So, and then I get to do it all again tomorrow. I have meal prep, and got a meal prep lunch for the week, breakfast for the week. I got to cook dinner for essentially the week. I got to have these customers come and pick up. It never stops, my man. It never stops. These Saturdays are a wonderful reprieve I get to come hang out with you guys and be social for a little while. But we're going to hang out here, damn it, and we're going to watch this update. And everyone's going to be happy, all right? I am both aware that I am tired of this, Grandpa, and as simultaneously, it is too damn bad. All right, here goes the first one. Red Bull, fuck you, my friend. First of all, Red Bull is pussy shit. All right. If I'm gonna drink anything, it's gonna be a Ghost. And also, I don't want to fucking die. Okay. There's no way. There's no way, right? There's no way. It's not possible. That's had to have been sitting on my desk for a while now. Because there's certainly no way. Oh, wait, no, actually, there would be no way because I don't have the extra screws. Okay. No, there would be no way. Woo! I was panicking. I was panicking. All right. We made it to 100%. That's good news. And actually, that update wrote to the SSD pretty quickly. So let's hope it goes through. Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful with energy drinks nowadays, man. Trust me, there's some that I've had to be careful of. Yeah, obviously with me being in recovery and everything, fucking. There's some of them out there that will that'll cause you to fail drug tests for fucking meth and shit. Like it's wild. There should be no updates. I just updated to OSU 1, so there's no updates. there's no update. What the fuck are you talking about? I just updated. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Well, luckily I've got extras. All right. Well, no luck there. I'll shut it down. All right. Not the end of the world. I don't understand what update there could be when I just did a full fucking update on offline. Oh yeah, the parasites are everywhere, man. Taco Bell, fucking Whole Foods, Costco, everybody got that shit. All right. Well, not the easy fix I was hoping for, but still things to do. Whoa, hey, what are we doing here? Hold on. What's all this? There we go. Get it in, Dan. Get it in, my guy. Okay. Go. All right. Let's do some digging, shall we? Oh, that's right. God, I forgot about this. This thing sucks. Oh, you guys can't see anything. Yeah. This damn screw was stripped when I got here. Honestly, I think I have another one. I'm gonna just replace it. Damn threading is stripped on that one. I think I have another one. I do. I'll replace it. Oh, those are Series S ones. Fuck, that means I gotta take this one off. God damn it. Alright, whatever. I have not seen it, but the tiny technician would absolutely approve. He's a kid after my own heart when it comes to cars. Roy is awkward Russ. That is probably the best compliment I've ever heard from you, Ace. I appreciate you so much. To even be muttered in the same breath as the fucking best. A tremendous honor. All right. pop some shit. Okay. Yep. Oops, Daisy. Okay. All right. There is no way. Fantastic. I was concerned for half a second that maybe I forgot to put this board back in because I have another one right here, but it's just an extra one. So all good. Everything's fine. Okay. All right. So what I'll do is I'll remove both boards. I'll swap both of them just to be on the safe side. I think this one is primarily Bluetooth, but I'll still swap it just to be on the safe side. I used it. Ace. I told you. I told you the other one was shit. I used it and it worked. Oh. I forgot to take off the condom, which is usually the opposite problem I have. Ugh. No, I did not buy half a dozen for spares. I bought one because I believe in myself. Okay. All right. Okay. Keep these two on the side. Steal the Wi-Fi card out of this one. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Get that there. I'm gonna plug this in right here. I'm gonna plug our power supply in. And we're gonna put that in. We're gonna grab our spare power board. And we're gonna plug this in. All right. What's going on, Ryan? Holy shit. I ain't seen you in a while. All right. So now with 2 new cards, well, not new, but known good. Let's see if we make progress. Oh yeah, we gotta go through this whole thing again. Yeah, I really don't like how long it takes this to load. I think you're still watching, but the fact that it takes this long to load into it is very concerning for the health of the SSD. Just a heads up to you. Even if we can get it to work, and honestly, it could be an issue where the SSD is causing this problem. It's moving. I also think what is probably happening here, I don't think this is a Wi-Fi issue as far as the Wi-Fi card goes. I think what it's doing right now is, I think when it says there's a problem with the network, it's because it's saying that there's an Ethernet cord connected and there's not. I think that's probably what's happening. And that's why it's not detecting any Wi-Fi, because it's saying that it's already connected via Ethernet, so it's not going to find any Wi-Fi networks. I know you mentioned that did happen previously. But now with a brand, I mean, this is a known good Wi-Fi card. I know this works. Yeah, and it's back to this. Hang on. Plug in the controller real quick. Yeah. Okay, so that is the problem. It's showing that it's showing that it has an Ethernet connection, but as you can clearly see, there's no Ethernet cord plugged in. So all right, I'm gonna have to turn it off for a second because I do see there is some no lightning strike as far as I'm aware anyway. Now this was just a blown power supply. That's why it came to me. I know the customer's in chat. He can tell us if it was yeah, and that's again, that's where I'm at with it, because it's showing that Ethernet is connected. It's showing that it has a connection to the Ethernet. But as you can clearly see, there's no fucking cable plugged in. But I do see, I mean, I would be very surprised if this is the case. But I do see, pop the microscope over here real quick. See if we can catch it. Very almost negligible traces of dust and dirt inside the Ethernet port itself. Replace the Ethernet IC, huh? That doesn't sound fun. That sounds horrible. Well, I do want to clean these prongs real quick, just to eliminate that as a possibility, because it does look like there have been issues with that in the past. Bad resistor on the I to C line. Well, we're going to dig. We're going to do some digging if this is not the case. All right. This is just to appease my own conscience that that's not the problem. Okay, yeah, that's the customer right there. Not likely a thunderstrike, but not 100%. So, could be, but not 100%. No. It's in the process of loading. I know you guys can't see it right now, but it's doing things. Yeah, the customer already did that. So when he brought it back to me, he did mention that he went through all the steps that you see online, where it's clearing out the map cache, doing a hard power reset, all that. Though if this was a lightning strike, that does put the Ethernet IC into play, because if it was a lightning strike that took out the power supply and the Ethernet cable was connected, then that could have fried the IC for sure. Hook up to Xbox UART to clear error codes. That's not a terrible idea. I do have the Xbox UART. Oh, no, yeah. Actually, Russ is right. That's correct. It doesn't store UART codes like that. Yeah, he is correct. I remember I found that out the hard way. Yeah. Looking. I think I'm probably going to try and replace the Ethernet IC, because the more I think about it, it could very well have been a lightning strike that took this out. It would make sense as to why the power supply just randomly failed. And if the Ethernet, excuse me, if the Ethernet was connected when the lightning strike hit, then that does put the Ethernet IC in play. Yeah. Yeah, same thing. Okay. All right. All right. This leads us back to the Ethernet IC then. So I think that's our next step, is probably replace that chip. Keep you nearby. Check the resistors around the IC first. Heard. I will check the resistors first. All right. Let's do some digging. God damn it. What the hell is going on with my fucking TV? I have not had to do a whole lot of work on the Southbridge boards on these. Good to see you, David. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Always a pleasure. All right. Okay. So, all right. Swear to fucking God. Instances. Am I buffering? Now is so not the time. I'm still here. Don't leave me. I don't think that's the right one. Okay. All right. I'm going to carefully move this over so I have room for this. Move that back over here. Okay. So R230 is supposed to be 10K ohm resistor. And we have 10K. Is that 226 or 225? It's hard to tell. I'll check both. It's 226. Okay. So 226 is also supposed to be a 10K. Yep, and it is 10K. And looks like R221. R221 is supposed to be 2.5K. Yep, 2.5K. No, I did not watch the boot log. That's a 100 ohm resistor right there that doesn't have a marking apparently. Oh, it's 222. Okay, so 222 is 100 ohms. And that is also correct. So the resistors are all fine. Which leads us back to this fucker right here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to swap the IC because, I mean, honestly, I'm leaning more towards that this was a lightning strike. Just from randomly failed power supply into Ethernet problems, it sounds more and more likely that it's going to be that IC. Does the Series S use the same IC? Yes. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I'm waiting. Watch the boot log for errors before proceeding. All right, hang on. People way smarter than me are talking about it. Hang on. The fact that Ace recognized the symptom without seeing it or seeing it and pretending he didn't. leads me to believe that the ages to boot to dash is also symptomatic of the Ethernet IC, being that he's pushing for it. Okay, is this the same chip? Sorry, I need to check something real quick. B118111HM. K111HM. Yeah, it's the same chip. I just wanted to make sure the Series S board that I have that's already bad had the same IC. So it looks like the Series S does have the same Ethernet IC chip, so I should just be able to take that. No, they are slightly different. Yeah, just ever so slightly different. It looks like the Series X is taller and stubbier, whereas the Series S is a little bit longer. But the chips are definitely the same. So we're going to take this one off. Where's my flux? Where's my tweezers? All right. I am currently stealing the other chip. I'm just going to put a little bit of flux down. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. I might have to save that HDMI port for tomorrow. I know it's not centered. I'm just giving it a chance to settle in and squeeze out some of that solder underneath. I know it's not centered. Nobody yell. It's fine. Put a little extra flux down real quick. Actually, yeah, let me tidy up some of this extra solder around here real quick. Help with some surface tension. All right. A little extra flux. Hopefully it'll just seat into place the way it's supposed to. Let that sit for a second. I think it needs to come down just a tiny bit, but we're going to check. Oh shit, happy birthday, Sean. I think that needs to come down just a tad, but take a look just to be sure. Oh no. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I don't know what the hell you are, but get out of there. Go away. Go away. Okay. All right. I'm just going to give it a quick press down to make sure it's seated fully. All right. There we go. Chip is replaced. That is a tiny ass fucking QFN, man. That thing's a pain in the ass. Or IC, whatever the hell it is. I don't know technical terms. I just do shit. All right, we're going to let this cool down for a little bit because that board is extraordinarily hot, which is what happens when you blast it with 900-degree heat. So Ace, just to clarify something, when you were asking if it was taking forever and a day to boot to the dashboard, is that symptomatic of the Ethernet chip needing to be replaced? Ah, got it. Okay. Well, that's good to know. All right. Well, the board is now cool enough to work with. So let's see if that fixed the problem. All right, I'm not going to screw everything back in just yet in case I need to get back in there. Just going to set everything where it's supposed to go. Yeah. All right. Let's put the power board in first before we go putting voltage in anything. All right. Power in. HDMI in. And let's see if we have any changes. Well, it's still turning on, so I didn't break it. Nope, that's my TV, not that. Don't worry. My TV's acting up. That's already much faster. We'd still be on the Xbox screen right now. That was a lot quicker. Unless it wasn't. What I don't understand is why is it checking for an update when I reinstalled OS, or why is it saying there is an update when I reinstalled OSU 1 from USB? That part doesn't make sense to me. Uh, oh, hold on. We've got change. Oh, shit. We've got change. Nobody needs to see my Wi-Fi password. Rip. Not for you. Fuck you, bro. Bro. That. Are you fucking shit? Oh, I hate you, Xbox. I hate you so much. All right. Well, I'm not going to sign in or anything like that because you can do that whenever you get your Xbox back. You said you're off tomorrow, if I remember correctly, so you're welcome to come pick it up tomorrow. Being that this is not power supply related, that it was actually a different fault on the motherboard, I am going to have to charge you for the service. I'll keep it cheap. Let's just call it, I don't know, fucking $50 for the part and labor. But that's not power supply related. That had nothing to do with the repair that I did last time, so I do have to charge you for it. No $500. No. Keep it as inexpensive as possible for the people. Whew. It feels good to fix something at least. Ace, everybody who jumped in there and let me know about that, thank you. Genuinely, thank you. I'd have been racking my brain for fucking hours on that. Oh, nope. Power out. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate the understanding. All right. Machina, you son of a bitch. Why are you coming at the end? I'm tired. I want to go night-night. All right. I'm going to put this back together. I have an HDMI port that needs to be done. It's going to have to wait till tomorrow. It's already 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking beat. So that is going to have to be a tomorrow repair because I am tired. Well, can't fix them all. That is the nature of the business. Again, thank you to everybody for all of the help. I appreciate it. Ace is the second best because Rusty Russ is the fucking best, and we all know this. And Final as well. Final, thank you for the help. I appreciate you. All of you guys are awesome. I love this fucking community. You're all wonderful human beings. I'm going to put this Xbox back together, and I'm going to fuck the bed. So, love you guys. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the weekend. Oh, okay. Oh, so Machina, you're the best. Well, sorry, Rusty Russ is the best. Ace is the second best. Machina coming up third, but still, that's pretty high up there. All right, I'm out of here. I love you guys.